What's up? What's up? It's your girl, Tanya Michelle, and I am back, y'all. It's been so freaking long, but I am back, and I'm here with Let Him Talk Live. You guys know my background. You guys know me. Y'all know that I love my black men. You guys know that I support my black men, and whatever I can do, whatever kind of platform I can set up for my black men, for them to voice their opinions, I'm going to do that. As you guys know, I just recently released ProveMagazine.com. The first time ever that we sent it to print. We released it yesterday. I'm sorry, we released it last week, and we had black men from all over the world in there, from Barcelona, Spain, all over the United States and everything and stuff. And we are getting so much great feedback, and I'm so excited about that. So today we are launching Let Him Talk Live, and I am joined in the studio with Mr. Monti Washington.
Hey, what's up, Latanya?
Hey, Monty, how are you doing?
Blessed, not stressed. That's it, living the
So,
dream.
so let me say this, and I have to start this off right. It was important for me to start this first show with somebody powerful. I did interview you before, and I was impressed. I was impressed, not because you're an actor, not because you're handsome, not because of any of that, but just how you walk. You walk your talk, and you speak with so much confidence, and you are not one of those people who was handed a silver spoon or anything and stuff. You have earned where you are now.
Facts.
And I thought that she would be a perfect example to kick off the show. So welcome.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
You are more than welcome. Okay, so let's start it off right. That's how everybody knows you. Everybody's drooling right now. You are the. Okay, so remember back in the days there used to be a magazine called Right On, and I was showing my age.
I know what you're talking about.
You always knew who was the top actor, singer, or whatever, because they was in Right On. So we don't have Right On now. We have Proof Magazine. So hey, you are that actor that everybody is trying to figure out, who is he? We want to know all about him.
Hey, I'm me. This is definitely. I've been in this acting game going on 9 years. Since I decided to pursue it professionally. Okay. So now it's just my time. After 9 years of grinding, now I'm on Tyler Perry's Bruh with some incredible actors, and that experience, I'm sure we'll dive into that. I got Games People Play, waiting to shoot the second season of that. This other show, Stuck With You, on Urban Movie Channel, another streaming platform. And now it's just trending. It's just my time. I put it into work. I stayed consistent. I busted my ass so much. Just in this game with acting, I say it all the time. Perseverance is a cheat code for life. You got to persevere. Yeah, you got to persevere in this game. And now I'm starting to come into, the viewpoint of society and, people, and they're like, who is this dude? And so it feels good. It feels humbling to have all this hard work to begin to pay off. I'm literally just getting started. I feel like my foot is finally in the door. That door has been slammed. It's been locked up. It's had security around it. And now I feel like they finally like, you know what? The door is open. We're going to let you put your foot in there real quick just to test it out. Make sure you take your shoes off. And then, that's it. But it's just getting started. And I'm just blessed, honestly. I'm so excited. And it's just the beginning. It's going to be a lot. Like I'm excited to see what, God and the universe got planned.
So I have to say this. I'm a critic. I don't care what nobody say. I'm a critic, and I think I know what's good TV and what's not good TV. I'm like, y'all need to stop with that. Every role that you play this confident, cocky black man. Like you, and it's almost like they're always believable, because I'm like, that's got to be his personality, because he's just too good at it. Like, every role.
You know what?
Okay, so I'm addicted to Bruh. So we can talk for hours for Bruh when he was scared, he was pumped. But we're not gonna talk about that part.
That was fun.
No, but honestly, I think the first one I seen was Games People Play. I seen your role. And you was the ex-boyfriend that was coming to take what belonged to yours. And you just strutted in like, what? It is what it is,
It's funny. All three of my roles, I'm
You
like,
are.
I'm trying to take another man's woman, which is
You
so
are.
not my character. But you know, it's a confidence thing. You know, I'm a very confident individual, and I'm only confident because I failed so many times that
Right.
I've been humbled enough to know my level and to be able to critique myself honestly. You know what I'm saying? So it's not.
Okay.
There was once upon a time when I was cocky as hell. You know, anybody, especially actors, you hear
Right.
no so many times that you have to kind of be cocky. Otherwise, your confidence is going to be shattered. Your self-esteem is done. So now I'm at the point also, you know, in my 30s now, just maturation wise, to where I'm confident. And that just comes from knowing who I am, what I can and cannot do. So I bring that to those roles. And, you know, I mean, if I want something or someone, you know, I set my mind to it, it's going to happen. So
Yes.
that's what the roles. You know, I'm a big dude, so I'm a nice looking dude. So I come off. I garner a lot of those uh, love interest type roles. Even though I'm more of an intellectual, philosophical geek, but
Right.
because of the way I look and I carry myself, I get a lot of those roles, which are fun as hell to play. I'll be honest. I love playing those because that's not really who I am, and so it's fun to be able to step into that and really like lean into it. I love it. It's fun being that guy.
That is so interesting because you really would think that that's your character. Like you are so
Nah.
good and you are so smooth. Like I can honestly say you seem like the type that they don't have to make an effort. Like they give you some lines and you're like, all right, I got this. You know, and
Nah, you know what? It
you
seems that way, but I'm supposed to. See, as an actor, you're supposed to make it seem that way. Because I put in so much work. Like, for instance, before I got on with you, I had to put in an audition for an ABC show.
okay.
And I worked on it. It's 6 pages. I worked on it 3 hours last night, 2 hours this morning. I had my lady read it with me for an hour. So I put in 6 hours of work for a
Okay.
5 minute audition. And but that's how much work it takes to
To
make it
become
come
that
off
character.
normal and to come off as that character. Like you as a viewer, you're supposed to think they just did that. Now, I will say this though. I'm gonna have to pat myself on the back on this one. Myself and the cast of Bruh, Tyler Perry, he worked so fast. Like we
That's what
worked
everybody says.
the amount of work we did in that show would take 5 months, 5 to 6 months to do any other network. He
Okay.
did it in less than a month. So that amount of work where you have literally 30 pages
Right.
at 5 p.m. and you got to know them by 9 a.m. the next morning, on point,
Ooh.
no mess up. That I ain't gonna lie, we was cooking. Like when you watch the show, there's a lot of things we create in the moment, and that does come from talent and experience and being confident to just be like, yo, I don't know this 100%, but I'm gonna own
Right.
it and I'm gonna see what comes up from it. So, bro, you get a lot of that, but it's also credit to the cast. Our chemistry, it was so real. It was just like in this industry, there's a lot of people you got to work with that you don't like, but
Right.
with the cast of bruh, it's love. Like we real
Let,
bros in real life.
let me say this about that show. I can honestly say that. You know, and people I watched Sisters
Hmm.
and I watched it only because I'm a Tyler Perry fan. I'm not even a TV fan, but
Right.
COVID-19 had you doing a lot of things that you didn't normally do, for one thing.
Right.
So I watched that first. So when I seen Bruh, I just fell in love. I was like, yo,
Oh, that's
this is
dope.
what we're about. And you could tell y'all chemistry. Like everybody has their own position. Everybody plays their role perfectly.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got friends that put each of y'all say, oh, I know this person, I
Right.
know this
Yep.
person.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
Yep.
it was just like, this is what it's about. Like
Hmm.
Black men need to sit around and watch this show. And I learned so many lessons about it. I was like, oh my gosh, because so I'm a life coach and women come
Hey.
to me
Okay.
all the time about Black men. I'm like, yo, there's so many segments that you need to watch in Bruh that can teach you some stuff. Y'all was
I love
teaching.
that. I
Y'all
love
was teaching.
that.
I
Yo.
was like, yes, this is some good TV. Tyler Perry did a really great job.
You know what? And the thing I love about that is he just chose. I've auditioned for Tyler for like 8 weeks straight before I landed, bruh. So I was like,
Wow.
I ain't gonna never work with this man. He don't like me or something. Because I auditioned for roles in Sisters and The Oval and the show Ruthless, 2 different roles in bruh, and it finally stuck.
He
And
waited.
yeah, it was
He
perfect.
picked your character. He did
No, one
that.
hundred
Like
percent, one
he
hundred
that's
percent.
you. That
Yeah,
is
yeah,
you.
yeah. And
All
with the bros,
all of
we
you
fit
guys
it.
fit y'all roles so
Yeah,
perfectly.
yeah.
Like I'm like, yo, this is
It, it,
it was perfect
it,
casting.
it was
And then y'all didn't
perfect in
have
the
to wear
chemistry.
ugly wigs. So
Nah, I was afraid because I'm bald, so I was
right,
afraid they was
right,
gonna try to put something on me, but they let me rock the
right.
natural, so I was good. I was like, yo, don't let me just be me. But
Right.
no,
Right.
it was a blessing. It was a blessing. The cast, it was amazing. He chose the best actors for the
He
best
did.
roles with the best chemistry, and
Yes.
it's we got the mid season finale coming up Thursday. Um,
Wait a minute. Oh, so
Mid-season, yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
over
yeah.
yet?
No, it's not over. We just getting started, boo.
Okay.
We just getting started, yo.
Okay,
Let me
wait,
tell
wait,
you
okay.
this. Let me
Okay,
tell
wait,
you
wait,
this.
wait, wait,
Okay.
wait. Okay, okay. You can tell I'm a fan, huh? Wait, go ahead. Okay, I'm
No,
sorry. Go
I ain't
ahead.
gonna give nothing away. I'm not gonna give no plot points away. All I'm saying is this, and this is not. I don't know what the kids be saying. No cap, whatever. So
Oh,
I ain't fronting. It's the second part of the season is so much better because let me tell you why. The story moves and it gets deeper. We're allowed to
okay.
work more. And because of the way Tyler Perry works as actors, it's new. It's a very new way of working. So what you saw that first half of the season was it wasn't a lot of time we got to build chemistry with each other. So
Right.
those first 12 episodes you're about to see, that's us just having natural chemistry. We had a little break. We had a couple-day break. And that, when we come back with these last 12 episodes in the fall, you're going to see the different level. We're just more settled. We understand what we're working with, and we're much more free. We're
Okay.
much more free. So, yeah, the season finale, not season, but the mid-season finale before we go on break into the fall is going to be Thursday on BET Plus. And, yeah, it's we just getting cookie, Latoya.
I am mad about that. I'm mad it's on BET Plus. Only because everybody is not no everybody doesn't know about BET Plus. Y'all need to be
Yeah.
on a regular channel
Thank you.
so people
Thank
can
you.
flip.
Tell
Like
people.
y'all need to
Latanya,
be
tell
just
people.
like sisters because I'm like, what
Yo,
do you mean
you
you
know
have
what?
not seen bruh?
And you know what? If I could be 100%, let me just keep it
Go ahead, because I'm
100.
gonna say it with y'all.
Like,
Y'all,
like,
they need to be on the other
yo,
channel. Y'all need to be on
I'm not,
BET.
and it's actors, as actors, we very competitive. And we
Right.
like, bro, like our show, we look at like all the new Tyler Perry shows. It's like, yo, we can hang with every one of them. Like we working.
Y'all
Like
are.
y'all need to get us on there. But because also, so this is anybody watching that's in the business industry and the entertainment industry, right? The business aspect of it is Tyler gave all four of us an opportunity. And we've been on a couple of different shows, all of us,
Right.
but
Okay.
we're not big names yet. So
Okay.
for him to have a whole show with all unknown actors
Y'all could have
as
did it.
far as mainstream, like it's one of those things where you only get so much push because you don't have a name carrying the show. Like you watch
Right.
Scandal because of Carrie. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's just
Right.
what it is. You watch some shows, and so. But I ain't gonna lie, I feel like we've been slept on a little bit, but people starting to wake up.
Listen, they not gonna catch on to like next year. But when they catch on, it's gonna be. I'm telling you, like the
Yo,
show is good. The show
I
is
love
good,
it, and
and
it's getting
I ain't
better.
gonna
It's
make it
getting
up
so
for you
much
to build
better.
your head up. I'm being
No,
honest.
hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. The overwhelming amount has been positive. Even Black Twitter is
Right.
ruthless,
They don't
right?
play. Right. Right.
The vast majority of the feedback from the show has been overwhelmingly positive. There have definitely been some people who don't like it. A lot of people who don't like it are the people who don't necessarily like Tyler Perry's works. So
Right.
they just automatically assume bruh and sisters. I'm
Right.
like, it's two different shows. Like
Right.
it's a different vibe, our show and their show, simply because of the fact you got sisters versus black men. It's just a
Right.
different vibe we're gonna bring. But the names and it's Tyler Perry, I get it. But if people give it a shot, just sit through, just watch this first part of the season. I guarantee you're gonna be feeling it.
If they could get past the third show, second to third show, they
No,
have
no,
to
no.
watch it.
The first three are slower than I would like. Keep it in 100.
Right.
The first three episodes,
Yeah.
it's too much of a build up.
Right.
Especially
Right.
being an actor and knowing where the
Right.
story's gonna go. So
Right.
it's like
Right.
I tell everybody,
Right.
watch the first five, like episode
Right.
4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7. Yeah,
Cause it's yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Let's start
Yeah.
going.
And you know it's gonna get juicy because you're like, wait a minute, hold up. Wait,
Mhm.
hold up. So
But you're right.
yeah.
The first three, I agree with you. Even when I watched it, just being an actor, trying to be critical of my own work, it's like, damn, the first 3 episodes, it's a little slow.
Right.
Episode 4, 5, 6, up until now, you see it, it's grooving, it's moving. So,
Right.
yeah, if people can do that, stick with us for like 6, 7 episodes, and you'll be hooked.
And what I love too about the show is you guys are getting to express yourselves as men. You know what I mean? You're showing
Yes.
your vulnerable side, and
Yeah.
we never get to see that. We don't get to see that on TV shows. We don't,
And I
we
hate
don't get to
that.
see that barely in real life. So
I
I'm
hate that
excited
so
about the
much.
show because it's coming.
Yeah. Like, honestly, when we were doing our virtual press tour, right for the show's release, and it was just like, I challenge anybody, show me a show starring 4 black men, period. But especially 4 black men in a non-stereotypical, hyper-masculine way. Show us that.
Right.
Like, show us. There's only a couple of movies. You can say The Best Man. You can say The Wood. You can say
Right.
Brothers. Like, there's some
Right.
movies, but even
Right.
then, there's only a few. But you can't show a
Right.
show. It's always from the woman's perspective.
Exactly.
So that's the
Exactly.
uniqueness about it.
Yes. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a
I
fan of
appreciate
all
that.
your work. I'm a fan of all your work.
Thank you.
But more importantly, I'm a fan of yours because um, everybody, anybody could be an actor. Not anybody. It's a talent. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. But you have a heart with yours. You are so authentic and real. Like, this is me, Monty. Take it or leave it. You know what I mean? And it's like you have taken the time to take off your mask and you walk around without it. You know what I mean? And so
Mm,
many people have not conquered that yet. So
mm.
that's why I admire you.
I appreciate that, and it's the process. What I think this is true of everyone in life, but speaking for myself, the moment I took my mask off is the moment every door opened up for me. Every single
Right.
door opened up for
Right.
me. It's
Right.
literally acting. Acting took so long. Like, I'm talented. I believe God blessed me with the skills, the intellectual ability, the actual talent, the look, everything to be successful in this industry. But my confidence wasn't where it's at today. And so when I would go into rooms like many actors, it's you put on this facade and you leave yourself outside of the casting room and you have your representative go in who's like, what do you want me to be? Oh, you want me to be
Right.
this, and the third? And I realized, like, yo, that was fake. It wasn't authentic. And then the moment I got real, I'm on 3 different shows. I'm auditioning more than ever. I got great rep. And it's the same thing with my motivational speaking. When I first started speaking, I wanted to be like the old school speakers. I dressed in a suit. I spoke very properly. I did this, and I wasn't getting no love. And then I was just like, you know what? Bump this. I'm just gonna be me. I threw on my bomber jacket. I threw on at the time when I first had my Yankees cap backwards. I was like, yo, from the streets to the stage, yo, boop, boop, doing my poetry, just being myself. Exactly, right? Doing my poetry, speaking my truth, be interacting with the audience, and now I'm one of the most booked out speakers on the college campuses. And that's
That's major.
all the mask. Yeah, but that's the moment you take the mask off. Like, my man, Jay-Z, he's like, nobody's built like you. You design yourself. And when you truly accept yourself, that uniqueness, that's what's going to open doors, not you trying to be like somebody who already had that door open for them. Like, it's you. And I realize that, and my success is a direct reflection of me being my authentic self.
Let's go back. Let's go back
Okay.
because everybody doesn't know your story. Let's talk
Oh,
about how were you raised? I mean, what was your life like as a young
oh
black boy?
man. All right, I'll keep it simple. Literally, every stereotype you see of black dudes
Hmm.
outside of me committing crimes, I did. My mother was a drug addict and she was a prostitute. My dad, I've never met my dad, and I'm almost positive he doesn't even know I exist. I slept in crack houses. I grew up sleeping in parks. I was in 12 group homes over the course of just a few years. I was in foster care. I got abused and hospitalized in one foster home. I got locked in a room for 23 hours a day for nearly 3 months in another, and was just told you ain't shit, you ain't worth it. And that made me go into a depression. I got suicidal. I tried to commit suicide on 2 separate occasions. I was in special ed classes until damn near high school. So like my upbringing, and I'm not even talking about what having to stop my mom from getting beat or raped before, sleeping in crack houses where the first time I saw a needle and almost got hit with one, and the first time I smoked crack rock, and I'll never forget what that smell is like. Like That's just the
Wow.
basis. So like every negative thing that could possibly happen to a black dude, all the stereotypes they have out there, the only difference between me and any of that is I didn't end up going to jail. But if I would have went to jail, you can mark off every stereotype of how society views black men. And I experienced that. So luckily, through the grace of God and, having some just dumb luck, I got out of that situation. I got in my last foster home. It was a black couple. They was cool, mom and pops at the time. Things got a little better. I got my stuff together and just focused in high school because I was supposed to be like 4 grades behind. Like I was
Wow.
real. I wasn't in school. We were homeless too much, and luckily, just working my ass off. Ain't no easier way to say it. Like just working my ass off and applying myself. Went to high school, graduated one of the tops of my class, went to college, got 2 college degrees, graduated magna cum laude. I published my first book that you see right there. I'm working on my second. And, I work for myself. I'm an entrepreneur. I make a living off of acting and speaking. And I have for the last 4 years. And, I tell everybody all the time, we don't look like our story. So you won't know the man I am today, the way I carry myself, the way I articulate my thoughts. You would never think I experienced that because we don't look like our story. And I'll say this, people have this misconception that everything you've experienced in your life, your experiences in your story form the man, the woman, the person you're going to become in life. And I thought that was true, but then I realized, no, your stories don't form you, they inform you. Like everything
Yes.
you experience, it's just information saying, yo, I was homeless. That's information on I need to get my money right or
Right.
get my education. I was abused. I
Right.
was abandoned. That was information on what not to do to other people. I failed in this acting game for so many years. That's not to make me inform me into a failure. That gave me the lessons I learned from failure that humbled my butt, that made me hungrier and applied myself and zone in. So we don't look like our story because we're greater than our story. And I think when people have that realization that you don't have to be a product of your environment or your upbringing, it opens up a world of possibilities to people. Like seriously.
Now you see why you had to be the first guest. I knew this story. Like I knew this story, and it's so amazing because I hear people make up excuses all the time.
Right.
And 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 I have to say this, and I'm going to say this. I work with a lot of black men or whatever and stuff, and I hear excuses a lot of time.
Right.
This is why I don't do it. This is why I don't do it. Well, women are more nurturers, and women this and stuff. But I'm like, yo, we gotta all stop making up excuses because it's out there for
That's
all
it.
of us. All
That's
of us. No
it.
one's different. Doesn't matter how bad it's been. If you want the change, you can have the change.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely. It's
know,
harder. It's harder for some
it's
people.
hard. Right,
Like it
right,
was the hardest thing I had to overcome was my feelings of worthlessness. Like I know I'm a good looking dude. I know I got swag, but I came from
so much
I felt like I
mess.
was I was shit. I had so
Right,
much mess that
right.
I that carried that energy in with me. And so it's like you look like you got it, but something is off. And it
Right.
wasn't until I went to therapy and I went to counseling and I acknowledged all these things and dealt with the problem instead of running away from it that
Yes.
I am who I am now. So it's possible. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm telling you, when you get on the other side of your trauma, you get on the other side of your abuse, the person you become, it's like I tell people now so much like love yourself so much that the old you gets jealous about how much love you have now. Like I
I
want the
love it.
old you. I want the
I love
old
it.
you to be like, yo, what was all this love 10 years ago, boo? Like
I love it.
that's what you need, and it's possible.
It's interesting because you talk about it seems like you said that when you started realizing things just start happening for you. Like things just start to fall into place when you became the person that you are. You wasn't trying
Right.
to please anybody else or do for anybody else and stuff. How do you stay like that?
You gotta accept the fact. I mean, of course, constant prayer, meditation, surrounding yourself around real people. I
I
think,
love you.
I
I love
think,
you entertain yourself, don't you? I love it. I love it. I'm the same way, so I love it.
because like I'm about to drop some truth that like in the past I would have been able to admit, but like it's here in LA and in this business, it's very cliquey. You hear a lot
Right.
about people having tribes, and on one hand, I love the tribe. I love the support because this industry is so damn hard that you need a big support system to
Right.
maintain momentum and not give up on your dreams.
Right.
But on the other hand, I'm also not. I don't go with what everybody else. I'm a very independent thinker, and so what that has led to me is I'm a because of my realness, and I'm not gassing it myself up, but because of my realness, people either love me or don't mess with me because I
Yes.
I don't like being inauthentic. So let's say friends invite me to a play. There's a lot of horrible plays in LA. I've been in one before, so I
Atlanta
know.
too.
Yeah, you're right.
Atlanta
So
too.
I'm right. Like I'm gonna go support. Like if you invite me to your play, I'm gonna go support because I got your
Right.
back. But if
Right.
it's garbage, I'm going to leave because I cannot sit there and honestly be like, "Girl, you killed it." I'm gonna have I'm gonna have to be like, "All right, I see some areas of improvement, but like I'm gonna be honest all the time, and people don't like honesty." And keeping that, if you're going to be real, and if you choose to be real all the time, you're gonna have few friends, you're gonna have few peers, because a lot of people can't do that. But the reason why I'm real is because I'm so damn real and honest with myself. I have
Yes.
honest talks. I
Yes.
journal, I pray, I meditate.
Yes.
I'm so hard on myself that if you're a friend and I care for you and I love you, I'm gonna give it to you straight because it always comes from a point and a perspective of love. So if you're gonna keep it real, real recognize real. And those who know me, those who call me friends, I'm gonna go out my way for you. That's just my nature. But if we're not, I'm not going to be fake and act like I like you and act like I want to go places. And because I'm not in this industry particularly to be a celebrity, I want to
Right.
make a living on my craft, have my work, my art leave an impact long after I'm gone and inspire people. Like I've been inspired watching Denzel or Viola Davis or Hugh Jackman or Heath Ledger, all these different people I watch. I want my work to do that, to encourage people to follow their dreams. And sometimes that realness people can't take, especially out here in LA. It's very shallow. Not all, but as a whole, the energy here is very shallow. And I'm not. I'm a real
Right.
ass person, and I know the value and the strength in that. So it's every day. It's every day. I just check in with myself. Like, did you really do your best? Are you really giving it 100? Could you do better? Is it worth it lying to this person? Like, I hate when I say I'm gonna call somebody, I don't call them back. That makes me not a man of my word. And if I say I got you, I got you. And if I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. So it's hard in this industry because, like I said, I'm not a cliquey person. Like if you people who know me here, very few people are like he cool. It's either like I can't stand, I don't mess with him,
Or
or
I love him.
it's like yo, he gave me money for this. He let me crash on his couch. Yo,
Right.
he came to my show. Like it's one or the other. But I live with that because I can live with myself, and I only want realness around me. So you get what you reflect, and a lot of people don't like that. So it comes with a price, but I get to sleep at night. I can live with myself
Yes,
because I know I'm
God.
honest.
Yes,
So
God.
yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I had
I
to get
love
okay
it.
with it. I had to get okay. Yeah, because I was fake as hell like everybody else. I was so a people pleaser and I wanted to fit in and get everybody like me. No, I'm gonna show you the real me. I'm gonna be authentic with you. And if you mess with me, you mess with me. If not, that's perfectly fine. And
Right.
what I found a lot of the time is there's a lot of insecurity, particularly in this industry,
Ooh.
justifiably so. But no, it's true, and I can only speak of it because I was there, because
Right.
I've experienced it. So I'm not
Right.
speaking of it like I haven't. I'm speaking from experience. There's a lot of insecurities, and when you get to the point to where you're comfortable with yourself and you love yourself, and you walk into a room, there's going to be people who are going to be attracted to that because they see that and they love it. And there's going to be people who are going to be very turned off by it because they see it and they know they don't have it for themselves. So your confidence, your belief in yourself can really bring up the insecurities in other people. And I've seen that happen a lot of times. So then they'll say, you're stuck up, you're cocky, you think you're this, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, I know I'm the shit. I know I got it going on.
Yes.
But that doesn't, like,
That
Latanya,
doesn't make
that doesn't
belittle
mean you
you.
can't. But that doesn't
Right.
mean you don't either. If you
Right,
believe
right,
it, like I want to be around people like, yo, I'm dope. I'm dope. I'm not comparing. I'm just saying
right.
I did the work. I did the work. I found self-love and I do it daily. And so I know when you've been suicidal and depressed and you've been in that darkness, when you come out of that spot, it's a game changer. It's a whole different type of love you have for yourself. And if it rubs people the wrong way because they don't love themselves yet and they're not comfortable with themselves, kick rocks.
That's none of your business, huh?
It's none of mine. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna show love to you, but
Right.
I'm not gonna take on your problems. Don't project your insecurities on me. You know.
I love it. I love it. I know we got to get you out of here. So I have a question for you.
Yeah, yeah.
We know we're going through everything with COVID, the COVID situation and stuff, but more than anything, what are your thoughts on all of our black brothers and sisters getting killed? You know, how you
Whew.
feeling about that right about now?
You know what? It's at first it was a numbness
Mm,
because the world is now paying attention because of
right,
the pandemic. So we are in focus and people are seeing. We have more allies. I want to start with the good. We have more allies than ever. This is the
right,
biggest movement ever in America. It's the
right,
biggest civil rights movement. Like we're making history. And I
right,
love that. To 5 years ago when we were marching for Trayvon or Eric Gardner, it was just black
right.
folks. Now you see
Period.
everybody.
Period.
You
Right,
see everybody, and it's beautiful. But at first it was numb because it's like, yo, this is what I live. I know this stuff. I know the names. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I could be one of the names. So it was numbness. Then it came with deep grief because I'm like, it. I'm empathetic, and I can't not feel it. And then also it's also because I felt powerless because it's a like race isn't real, but racism is, and the systematic, and structural racism. A lot of people don't understand that black folks here, that ancestors were slaves, we're not immigrants, but we're not citizens.
right.
We exist in this parallel universe to the rest of America, and it's weird. It's really weird, and you can feel helpless. But now today I feel empowered because I am seeing we have a lot more allies. I'm constantly reading and studying up myself. I'm educating people and having conversations. I have my own thing called Real Talk Tuesdays. It's just an Instagram live. I didn't do it today because I had some filming to do, but I do that to hold space, to show black men talking, to have white allies come on and get educated a little bit. So I feel like I'm actually doing something and representing that. So now I feel hopeful, but it's the reality. The reality is we have made baby steps. Things
You
have
have.
happened since this, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And I think the work, it has to start with yourself. It has to start with being unapologetically black, understanding what
Yes.
black excellence is,
Yes.
understanding that black excellence doesn't mean because you're black you're excellent. It means you're
Right.
unapologetically black and you move, you react in a way of excellence. And like my man Aristotle said, excellence is not a we are what we repeatedly do. Therefore, excellence is not an act; it's a habit. So
I
if
have
you
it.
are owning your blackness in its totality, you have to move, you have to love. Like it's a lot. But it starts with self-work, particularly black men, and opening up about that vulnerability, opening up about the stuff we have to deal with. So a lot of us can take off that macho, hyper masculine
Yes.
facade and be like, yo, I'm okay. Don't get me wrong. You talk bad to my lady, like what's up? Like, don't get
Right.
me twisted. But
Right.
I'm also gonna be the dude who's gonna hug and smile and tell you, yo, all right, yo, I love you, kid. Yo, it's all love.
Right.
Like we gotta be able to show that love. And I think the world is slowly starting to wake up to the shit we actually lived through. And that is a start. We got a lot to go, but at the bare minimum, we should be educating ourselves, understanding ourselves, investing in our communities, and really representing what we really are to the world, not the stereotypical nonsense the mainstream media wants to project, but real black folks, real love, our energy. Just We are what gives America its flavor and its style. And
All the way
America,
around.
like American culture is the world's pop culture, and Americans' pop culture is Black culture. So therefore, we define so much of what's cool and what's hip and what's trending and what's like. There's so much, and to still be treated the way we do, for the justice system to be the way it is, we got a lot of work to do. But I am blessed that we are in this time where you do have social media, we do have our own platforms, you do have Let Them Talk Live, you have all these things that allows us to get our voice out there, to wake people up more, so then action can start taking place and we can start seeing real quantifiable change.
I
So
love it. Like, I love
yeah,
it. I love it.
yeah, man.
Love, 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 Monty. Like, I love what you stand for. I love,
Thank
like,
you.
people need to talk, hear people like you talk constantly, all the time. Like, people like you really matter. We all matter, but there's people who's not going to say anything, who's not going to voice their thoughts, and who has not tapped into who they truly are. You know, we're walking around
Yeah.
screaming that we're kings and queens, but people don't even understand. No, you're not.
I,
We might have it in us, but if you're not walking it, that's not what you are.
Yo, can I just go
Go
on
ahead.
that a little
Go
bit?
ahead.
Like,
Go
this
ahead.
is why I
Go
mess
ahead.
with you. Like, I'm
Go ahead.
gonna call you Lala. Lala. This is why I mess
Go
with you.
ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Like this is I cannot stand that. Like, yes, me personally, I feel like I walk like I am a king. I'm a
Right.
descendant of kings. But I don't like being called that if you don't know me. I could be a bum, I could be a
Trash.
fuckboy,
Right.
and you talking
Right.
and you calling me a king? Like
Right.
you don't know me. Like, and I appreciate the sentiment. I love us starting to breathe and speak life into one another and say what's up, king, say what's up, queen. Just make sure you understand what you're saying and who you're saying it to. Because I have said what's up, queen, to a couple sisters that I know that aren't living queen's lives, but I know my intention when I'm saying I'm speaking into the person you can be and the person
Right.
you are once you go through that metamorphosis of self-love and understanding and getting rid of this generational trauma. And it's the same thing with the men, like king, like if you don't know me, don't call me king. Get to know me first and understand not only are we kings, what kind of king are you? Not all
Right.
kings are good.
Right.
Like you got to understand that. So when you say that, and when you say black excellence, and I've gotten called out by my peers that are talking about, oh man, you hating. No, I'm not hating. I hold us to the highest possible standard. Black
Yes.
excellence isn't just a show with black people in it. That's garbage. I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's is it excellence? Is it a show that like Scandal that's leading and you carry watch? That's hell yeah, that's black excellence. Shonda Rhimes, Ava DuVernay, that is black excellence.
Take it to the extreme. Right.
Like
Right.
that's excellence.
Right.
The rest of the stuff we talking about is black art. It's black content, right? It's black programming.
Right.
So if you're gonna own that idea of black excellence, kings and queens represent it when people are around, when people aren't around, in
Yes.
public and in private, then like I feel comfortable. If you say what's up, King, I'm like, thanks for recognizing. I don't need you to, but I
What's up,
appreciate it.
King? What's up,
What's
King?
up? What's up, King? Like,
Yes.
thank you. I don't need it. I don't need
Right.
you to. I don't need you to
Exactly.
validate it for me because
Exactly.
I know it.
Exactly.
But I
Exactly.
appreciate you acknowledging. But we have a relationship,
Right.
so I feel comfortable with that. But I can't just come on. Hey, what's up? I don't know what you're doing after this.
Right.
You
Right.
could be beating some kids or
Right.
something. You know, like
Some mess. Right.
I
Right.
don't
Right.
know.
Right.
So
Right.
it's
Right.
just it's
Right.
about holding us. It's about being together. I do not publicly criticize our people. I show love
Right.
to all my brothers and sisters
Right.
intentionally, even when it's not. Don't get me wrong. I'll check your ass in public. I mean, in private.
That's me.
In private, I'm gonna get on you. But in public, I'm not gonna embarrass you. I'm not gonna do nothing like
Right.
that because there's too much against us for us to be against us.
True. I had to change that. I mean, I had to
Of
check
course.
myself completely when all this stuff
Mm-hmm.
happened. I
Oh,
was like, you know what?
mm-hmm.
Because I got a mouth on me, so I was like, you know what, Tanya, just chill, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because our black people have been through enough. So if you ain't got
Yeah.
something good to say to bring them up, don't even do it.
And then
Don't
just
even
do
do
it
it.
and do it with love.
Yes.
I had a brother who commented on one of my posts. I was just talking about it was something in the UK where a brother saved a white protester who was trying to save the statue, and he was getting attacked, and the brother, he was about to die, and the brother saved him, and I was like, yo, good stuff.
Right.
Like, don't
Right.
get me wrong. If you are in the we taking down these statues, and you over here Trump this and I can't stand these niggers and this, that, and the third. Like,
Right.
yo, I
You
might
know.
slap the
You
taste
might
out your mouth,
you're
but
right.
there's no
I'm
way
still
I'm gonna watch you get
die.
stumped to death
Right.
and
Right.
die.
Right.
My nature is not going to let that.
Exactly.
Even though you and your people might have wanted to lynch me
Exactly.
claiming to be a man of God and a man of
Yes.
actual heart and empathy, I can't stand that. So of course I would do that. So the dude was like, oh nah, he just went on this thing. I'm like, and I had to message him and DM him. I'm like, bro, don't do that stuff publicly like that on my page. Like, if you got an issue, you can disagree in a nice way, but don't be pretty much calling me a coon and Uncle Tom and this, that, and the third because I'm speaking of empathy. I'm like, we are already dehumanized. Let's not prove people right. Protect
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna protect myself against anybody, but I'm not gonna go out my way because of words, because somebody's calling me this and saying that, or what they're wearing. So I had to talk to the dude and talk to him with love, and we actually got on the phone. I was like, bro, like, I know we disagree, but we fighting the same fight. We got the same destination. We just got a different route we want to take. And if you want to go a little more extreme route, that's on you. I think my way is going to be more beneficial for our people and our movement, but just publicly, you went through this and he was like, yeah, my bad. And it was a beautiful thing because we can't do that. Like, I don't agree with him. He don't agree with me, but like, we can't, there's too much against us for us to be against us. It's just too much, you know?
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's make sure we recap everything. So we got you on Bruh.
Yeah. Yep.
We got you on Games People Play. When does that come back out?
Yo, talk to COVID.
Sexy show.
Talk to COVID. And
Come on, COVID. Come on, COVID. You messed it up.
We should have been like literally 3 weeks before we went on quarantine. We were about to start filming. No, 2 weeks. 2 weeks before we were about to start shooting the second season. All this happened. So the moment this gets done, we're gonna shoot that second season of Games People Play. So y'all, it's coming. It's coming.
Thank God.
Coming. Yeah.
I love sexy Black TV. I love sexy Black TV where we're professionals. We got jobs. We're not killing each other. We're not trying to beat each other down. Like, we like pouring into each other. We professional. This is real life. We really do have
real
good
life.
jobs.
Exactly.
Like, we really do are intelligent and we cool. And we like each other. Come on.
Thanks.
I love that. Stuck with you.
Oh yeah, stuck with you. We're waiting to hear. I'm waiting to get the go. I feel we got a second season, but I can't confirm it yet. But I'm blessed. There is a great chance that when this is all over, I'm gonna be shooting the second season of 3 different shows, and that is such a blessing. I'm just humbled and just grateful for the opportunities because not a lot of people can say that. I mean, shit, I couldn't say it a couple years ago, to be honest. So
But you're talented. You're talented. You deserve it.
You know what? Yeah, thank you. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, if I was interviewing some other people, I'd be like, okay, good. Yeah, that's good luck. You're talented. You're really good at, I mean, and then plus we love to stare at you too. So that helps too. But honestly, it's okay. You could be good looking. And if you can't act, that's terrible. So
no.
So you can act.
No.
So
trust me, I missed some roles. I missed several roles to some dudes that I was like, damn, that's a handsome dude, but they can't act. But whatever.
They can't act worth nothing. So I know this is an older book, but we still need people to buy it.
From the Streets to the Stage on Amazon.
Yes, this is
Monti
your book.
Washington, tap that in. Yeah. It's a quick little
Motivation.
self-help. Motivation. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Did I say it right? Motivation.
Yeah. Motivation. Monty plus motivation, you get motivation.
That's on that's the Instagram page.
Yeah, that's my Instagram page, or that's my motivational speaking when I have my personal on Monti_Washington is my acting and more personal stuff. But they're both dope. I just post different. I post different content. One is just to kind of, it's more of a live visual resume. The other is just to uplift people and to pour into others.
So I don't know if you know, but do you know that you're the cover of my magazine next month?
No.
See, me and your PR, I love her. Your publicist, like we save each other's lives. So you're the cover of my magazine next month.
Yo, that might be the first cover ever. This might be a history moment.
You
You
are.
got the you got this. You got to send me a copy. Is it digital? Is it hard? What's up?
It's print. It's print. We finally went to
Yo,
print edition. So,
you gonna have
so
to send
you,
me a print copy.
so we're
I
gonna be
need that.
talking to you because I gotta get your photo shoot done. So
Yo,
you're
let me
actually the
know.
cover.
No,
Let
hey, I receive it. Let's tell you, yo, I receive it. Let me know.
yeah.
I want the first one. I'm first this, next
You
GQ.
will
We
be my
move it.
you will be my first celebrity cover.
I'm humbled by that. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes. So get your publicist. I love Miss Washington. She takes care of me. So
Yeah. She dope.
and
She dope. That's the homie, man. She's incredible. Shout
is
out,
there
shout out, shout out to La Quita, Washington. It's funny because we got the same last
same
name. We
last
like
name,
family.
right?
So I don't know my daddy. We could be brothers and sisters for all I
Right. Y'all could be.
know.
I love it. Y'all both got great energy, so I can see it.
Yeah.
I can
All
see it.
right. Hey, what that?
Any last minute words to the audience, to
You
anybody?
know what? I will say this. First of all, just thank you for having me. Thank you for having this platform. And it's just beautiful to see a sister with something that says "Let him talk." It's just it's dope because there's a lot of good brothers out there that are very much in the same vibe like myself, and just good brothers who speak life into people. So thank you first and foremost for creating a platform for that. And then just for everybody out there, this is one of my favorite quotes and Montiisms. Take up as much space as your existence will allow. Like
Yes.
whatever you do, wherever you go, take up as much space as your existence will allow, and understand this. And I'm speaking life into anyone and everyone. Shit is crazy. It is hard. It is unpredictable. But I promise you, I believe this wholeheartedly. There will be an abundance of
Yes, God.
opportunities when we
Yes,
come out of
God.
this. So everybody
Yes.
that's watching and listening, gain a new skill, work on yourself. You should be a
Yes.
better version of yourself when we come out of this, because there's going to be opportunities for everyone in every field, but you're going to have to get out your comfort zone. You're going to have to innovate. You're going to have to grow, and you're going to have to change. But if you do that, this whole thing that looks like a curse is going to turn into a blessing. And that's all I got to say.
I love it. I love you. Like I feel like we family and everything.
Hey, yeah, I
I
love
love
it.
your
Hey, it's all
realness.
love. It's all
Keep
love.
doing it. I'm a fan. I'm cheering you on. I'm telling everybody about you. Keep doing it. Keep rising, my king. You are a king. Keep
Hey, I
rising, my
receive
brothers.
that. I
We
receive
need you.
that. Ah,
Really, we
I
need
put that
you.
right there. I receive it, Queen. Thank you
Hey,
so much for having me.
you are welcome. Lakita got on and said that she was going to surprise you. So you were
What's up?
surprised. I hope I didn't get her in trouble, but you are going
Ah,
to be on the cover of my magazine. You can't turn me down now. You publicly were here.
it's
Yeah.
all good. It's all good. Yo, that's fire. That's fire. I love it. I love it. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. You have to come back. You
You
have
let
to
me
come
know.
back.
Let me know. I got you. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this filming I got to do. And next time you want me back, say no more.
Thank you so much. I so appreciate you.
You got it. You have a
Even
wonderful
when
and
you
blessed
blow
day.
up like Denzel, you
Oh
have
no
to
no no
come
no
back.
no no no! You got me. You put me on the first cover. That's you never. They say you never forget your first. So I got you.
Yes. Popping that cherry. Yes.
Let's get
Thanks a
it. I'm
lot,
with
Monty.
it.
You be good, okay?
All right, you
Take care
too.
of yourself.
All right, thank you.
Bye. We're going to get you off. Everybody, you guys have just witnessed our first segment of Let Him Talk Live. We have more great guests coming for you each week, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. I'm super, super excited. We are about to launch Let Him Talk, the show, all males. It's all black men. They're getting together. They're talking, y'all. So if you're interested and you would like to audition, please email us at blackmen@tigereyes.com. If you would like to be a guest on this show and let me interview you, email us at blackmen@tigereyes.com. Thank you guys so much. It's been such a while since I've been on here interviewing people, and it feels good to be back. And I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you share with your friends. Make sure you follow us, like our pages, Black Men Worldwide. Y'all, we got so much in store for you. If you have not bought Proof Magazine yet, we are now in print. Go to proofmag.com to order your edition. Much love, and I'll see you guys next week. It's your girl, Latanya Michelle.